So I'm talking on Snapchat with one of my friends. She is a parent to teenagers, and one of her kids is unfortunately having some mental health symptoms. And she asked me a really good question. She asked me, "You grew up with mental illness. What was one thing within your parents' control that you wish they had done differently?" And those of you who don't know, I was raised by alcoholics, and my mother was in recovery since before I was born, and she spent about 50% of my life sober. And in order to do that, she had to go away to rehab. So a lot of things, especially spending time with us, was outside of her control. When I was 14, I moved in with my mom. She had gotten out of rehab. And if there was one thing I could have changed, we would have had family dinners together every night, not just on holidays. We would have talked as a family every single day. We would have spent time just doing the same thing together, eating. And that would have made all the difference. But I know this isn't universal. Your kids may not feel the same way I did. Maybe they want more independence. Maybe they want to cook their own meals because they don't want to eat what you cook. Maybe, maybe you're too busy with work to be home when dinner time comes around, and so your teenagers are responsible for reheating or cooking their dinner. For a lot of my life, I was that way. Sometimes it's not within your control to eat dinner together. But if anything, spend one day a week making sure you spend time with your kids, because the time flies, and if you let it get away from you, you will literally miss them growing up. Like my mom missed me growing up because I was always in my room avoiding her husband. If I had had a more welcome space to talk to my parents, maybe issues at school would have been resolved more easily. Maybe issues with my friends could have been hashed out. Or even just a daily or weekly check-in. Hey, how are you doing? How's your mental health? Because mental health is not static. Even if you get better, there will be bad days. And life is about finding ways to cherish the good ones. So put down the phone and spend some time with your kids.